X-linked disorders, why the terms dominant and recessive should not be used. Genetic disorders are caused by abnormalities in the gene. Some disorders are hereditary and are passed down from parents' genes. Others are caused by new mutations or changes to the DNA. In these instances, the defect is only passed on if the change is in the germ cell. Here we represent a germ cell from the parent with 2 chromosomes, where one of the chromosomes is carrying the defective gene, shown by red, and by the end of meiosis, half of the gametes carry the defective gene. For autosomal disorders, capital A's represent dominant alleles while little a's represent recessive alleles. For a dominant allele, only one copy is sufficient to produce the phenotype, whereas for a recessive allele, both copies are necessary for expression of phenotype. The first cross is of 2 heterozygous parents, meaning big A's and little a. Here you see 75% of their offspring will show normal phenotype, while 25% will have the affected phenotype displayed in red. In the second cross, a heterozygous parent is crossed with a homozygous dominant parent. This leads to 100% of their offspring having normal phenotypes. Lastly, this cross shows a heterozygous parent crossed with a homozygous recessive parent. This results in half of their offspring having normal phenotypes and half having the affected phenotype. Now let's look at sex chromosomes. The father determines the sex of a child as the father passes on either an X leading to a female or a Y leading to a male. The mother can only pass down her X chromosomes. Represented here is the mother and the father. The father has an X-linked disorder, shown by the little a, while the mother is healthy, represented by the big A. The 4 genetically different children they can have are shown below. In this example, both of the sons are healthy and they inherit an X chromosome from their unaffected mother. The daughters, however, are carriers of the affected allele as they inherited their father's only affected X chromosome and one of their mother's healthy X chromosomes. In the second example, the mother is a carrier and the father is healthy. Each daughter has a 50% chance of being a carrier since their mother has one healthy allele and one affected allele. The sons each have a 50% chance of being affected as they inherit a healthy Y allele from their father and either the normal or the affected X from their mother. As you can see, males only have one X chromosome, so if they inherit an affected allele from their mother, there is no normal allele to dominate over the recessive allele. This shows that the terms dominant or recessive are not useful for X-linked disorders in males as they only inherit one copy of each allele. On the other hand, females have 2 X chromosomes, but due to X inactivation, only one of them is expressed. In some cells, the normal X is inactivated, while in other cells, the defective X is inactivated, leading to variable expressivity. Therefore, the terms dominant and recessive cannot be used in this case either. Here are 3 examples of X-linked disorders. Hemophilia A is a disorder which affects the factor VIII clotting protein. Fragile X syndrome is characterized by a range of developmental problems ranging from learning disabilities to cognitive impairment. Finally, red-green color blindness involves limited or complete loss of function in the red and green cone photopigments. All X-linked disorders are more common in males than in females due to the fact that males only have one X chromosome. For more information on X-linked inheritance, visit these websites.